Consider the equation x is equal to 2y squared minus y plus 5. And you see that we have the x by itself, and this is y to the second power, right? Therefore, we are dealing with a sideways parabola. But we are just going to find the vertex and also the x and y intercepts. So let me just write this down right here. This is in the standard form of a sideways parabola. The x is by itself, and we have ay squared plus by plus c. And I'm using capital letters for ABC is to just emphasize this is the sideways situation. And because it's a sideways situation, to find the vertex, the formula is the same, negative b over 2a. But in this situation, it is the y value goes first for the sideways situation. So we have y is equal to negative b over 2a, and then we can just plug in the values and then work it out. B is negative 1, but then we have the negative from the formula first. So be sure you do this carefully. Let me write down the negative from the formula. I will open the parentheses for b. B is negative 1, okay? And then this is over 2 times a. A is this 2 right here. So we have what? All in all, negative times negative 1 is positive 1 over 2 times 2 is 4. So the y value for the vertex is 1 over 4. Vertex is the point. We have the y value now. How can we find x? Well, we just plugged in this right here. So let's go ahead and do that. X is equal to 2, and the y is 1 over 4, and we square that, and then we minus 1 over 4 for the y, and then we add a 5 at the end. And I'm just going to do this quickly for you guys. This is 2 in the front. We have to work out the power first. 1 over 4 squared, it means 1 over 4 times 1 over 4. That's going to be 1 over 16. And then we minus the 1 over 4, and then we plus 5. 2 times 1 over 16, well, we can look at this as 2 over 1, and we can cross reduce. 2 goes into 2 one time, 2 goes into 16 8 times. So we have 1 over 8, right? 1 times 1 is 1, over 1 times 8 is 8. And then minus 1 over 4 plus 5. Ooh, we have to add fractions. What's the lowest common denominator? Well, it's going to be 8, right? So I'm going to have something over 8 minus something over 8 plus something over 8. For this one, it's just 1 over 8. That's already the 8. For this one, I have to multiply the top and bottom by 2. 4 times 2 is 8, and then 1 times 2 is 2. And then for this one, this is 5, so it's like 5 over 1. I'm going to multiply this by 8, multiply the top by 8. So we have 40, right? 5 times 8 is 40 over 8, like all that. Well, at the end, what do we have? 1 minus 2 is negative 1 plus 40. Negative 1 plus 40 is positive 39, and the denominator stays the same. Okay, we did the work. Be sure you answer the question correctly. For the vertex, you always write the x value first, right? 39 over 8. So let me put this down. 39 over 8, comma, 1 over 4 for the y, like that. So this is the answer for the vertex. And the next part is, how can we find the x-intercept? Well, you have to remember this. This is the same definition over and over. To find the x-intercept, all we have to do first is to let y equal to 0, and then plug into the equation, solve for x. So I'm going to show you guys the work. We have x, it's equal to 2 times y is 0, and then we have that square, and then minus y is 0, and then we have the plus 5. This is going to be 0, that's another 0, so it's just 5, right? So x is equal to 5. And once again, x-intercept is also a point. So for the x-intercept, we have 5, comma, the y is 0. So this is the answer for that. The last part is, how can we find the y-intercept? Traditionally, we will have to let x equals to 0 and then solve for the equation, right? I will show you guys real quick. So I will just say let x equal to 0, and then we will have 0 is equal to 2y squared minus y plus 5. And you can do the work right here. I will leave that to you guys. However, in this case, I'm going to utilize the idea that we did already right here for the vertex and some more graphical idea. First of all, this is the vertex, isn't it? And let me just kind of give you guys a graph for it. It's a sketch of the graph. And 39/8 is about 4 point something, it's almost 5. So I'm just going to label that, it's going to be right here. This is 39/8, okay? And then we have 1/4 for the y value, so this is 1/4, and let's say this is the vertex. Well, this is the sideways situation. Do we open to the left or open to the right? Let's look at the a value. You see, a is equal to positive 2, right? 2 is bigger than 0. Therefore, you know the parabola is going to be opening to the right. Positive a value, we open to the right in this case. So, as you can see, we have this vertex right here. And once again, it's a sideways situation. And we just talked about it. It is going to be opening toward the right. So it's going to look something like this. And now, let me ask you guys this. Will this ever cross the y-axis? No, right? Because this is going to keep going like this forever. It's never going to cross the y-axis. So what's the answer for the y-intercept? We don't have any, so we'll just say none. If you use a quadratic formula to solve this, you'll see we'll end up with imaginary values. Well, in terms of graphic, right here, we cannot have imaginary values on the graph. So that's another indication. But in this case, I'm just using the graphical idea to show you we will not have any y-intercept. And this right here is it.